Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 19 of the Arsenal Football Manager series. We have got two huge games today. We're taking on Liverpool at Anfield and then Tottenham in a North London derby at the Emirates Stadium. Both teams just below us in this league table. And this is really going to see where we're at in terms of the season today. After we've played those two games, we'll be exactly halfway through the season. We'll be through that Christmas period. And we'll see what chance we've got. I mean, we already know that we're in with a massive chance as it stands this season. We've performed really, really well. The games that we've lost, though, have been disappointing. The fixture against Swansea and Fulham, where we lost by 2-1. If we'd won those games or even got a point, we'd be a little bit further ahead. But we're doing extremely well. I couldn't be more happy with the team this season. As always, guys, if you are still enjoying the series, please drop a like on today's episode. That would be amazing. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Lots and lots of Football Manager content to come throughout this year. I can't wait. I'm loving the game so far. Let me know in the comments as well how your saves are going, who you're managing, and what sort of success you've had, or even failure if necessary. We can talk you through it in the comments. So, of course, we've seen that league table. As it stands, it's looking pretty standard. You know, the teams at the top are the ones you'd expect to be up there. Crystal Palace having a really good season in 8th position at the moment. Swansea and Reading struggling, as we saw at the end of that last episode. We've played no games off camera. Of course, last time out, we did beat Manchester United by 1-0 in the Premier League at Old Trafford and drew 0-0 against Chelsea in what was a little bit of a disappointing game. Hopefully we can get more goals today, which would be great to see. Now, I've noticed a little bug as well, and some of you guys have spotted this as well in your saves, I've noticed on Twitter. We have got, in the scheduling, Man United twice at Old Trafford in the Premier League. So we've already beaten them 1-0 there, and we've got them again away at Old Trafford in the league at the beginning of February. Now, this seems to affect Man United and Man City. Of course, you'll notice if we scroll down, we've got City at home in the Premier League on the 4th from last game of the season. But we also played them at home at the beginning of the season. It was one of our first few Premier League games. So the bug seems to sit with there. There's unfortunately nothing we can do about it. It just is what it is. So first of the two games today then, it's Liverpool at Anfield. This game is massive. Just a point separates the sides at the top of the Premier League. And we've got some injury problems, real injury problems and suspension. And it's kind of a what do we do here? So we've got Hector Bellerin, who's out. He's returning to full fitness imminently. Do we risk him today? Or do we play Tierney at right back? Because, of course, the other issue is Maitland-Niles is out as well. He's going to be out for between 4 days and 2 weeks with pulled knee ligaments. Diallo is injured. Tonali suspended. Smith-Rowe injured. Aouar's injured as well, 5 days to 2 weeks. So we're a little bit patched up for this game. And it wouldn't surprise me if we got beat here at Anfield. So mainly what I'm looking to see from the boys is a little bit of a fight and a real good performance. So this is how we're going to line up. Leno starts in goal. Tierney, Saliba, Gabriel and Taylor will play today. Guendouzi and Darun in central midfield. Saka on the left, Pepe on the right. Szoboszlai as the advanced playmaker. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang up top. On the bench, Holding, Partey, Willock, Willian, Nelson, Icone and Odsonne Edouard. I've picked these two in central midfield today, Darun and Guendouzi, mainly for the work rate. You can see work rate of Darun 17. He's got 16 determination. I need some real fight at Anfield. 15 and 10 determination for Guendouzi, which is not great. But I just feel like these guys are the ones that are going to be the workhorses. They're going to put the tackles in. We've got Thomas Partey there on the bench ready to come in and Joe Willock as well if need be. But we're a little bit patched up. Massive game though. Let's see how we get on at Anfield. So I think Liverpool have got their own injury worries as well. No Roberto Firmino for them. He's out injured. So Origi will start up top for them. He's definitely going to be one to watch. Let's skip to the kickoff and get into this match. Fingers crossed we can take something out of it. Whether it's a point, whether it's 3. I'd take a point today. I really would. So first opportunity, 8 minutes in. Taylor with a flow in. Flicked on by Saka. Szoboszlai's got it. And Szoboszlai finds the corner. Second goal of the season for him. Great start for the Gunners at Anfield. And a lovely finish from Szoboszlai. He's really starting to come into his own this season. It took him a little while to settle in the second half of last season, obviously with coming in with Odsonne Edouard as well. But that's a fantastic finish, and what a way to take the lead. Come on, boys. What a great start that was from us in this game. And, I think that we're going to see a lot of pressure from Liverpool today, especially from this man, Salah, on the right. Skips around his man, skips round two. Origi tries the little back flick into the goal, but luckily for us, we managed to clear that danger away. It just seems to be wave after wave of Liverpool attack at the moment. Here is Gomez. He tries to put the ball in towards Origi. Mane's there. Salah will get there first. And Leno should have done a little bit better for me. 9th goal of the season for Mo Salah. 1-1 at Anfield. Well, that didn't last long at all, did it? I knew it was going to be wave after wave of Liverpool attacks. We're really patched up today. Tierney does well. Knocks it back to Leno. But we've got to recover now. So 10 minutes from half-time. It's been a pretty even game so far. Liverpool 7-2, us 5-2. We're really going at each other, but Liverpool are having more of the highlights. Here's Pepe going on one of his mazy runs, and he blasts one just past Alisson's right-hand post. But our shots seem to be coming from distance at the moment. So into the second half then. So far, so good. My patched-up team, in terms of positions, are performing pretty damn well. And I'm quite happy with it, as long as we can hold on to it. Here's Darun. Finds Pepe. This is a kick-off highlight, actually, as well. Pepe getting his way into the box. Oh, and he's brought down. And they're going to go to VAR. And I think this is going to be a penalty to Arsenal. And the penalty is given. I think it's going to be Aubameyang to take it. We scored early in the first half. Can we score early in the second half? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang steps up and it's saved by Alisson. Out for an Arsenal corner. And that was a massive chance for us to take the lead. Oh man, is that going to come back to haunt us? We have started the second half pretty well though. And here is Szoboszlai. Gets round his man, puts one in towards Pepe. Out towards Guendouzi, who scores his 4th goal of the season in the 47th minute. And that penalty miss from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is cancelled out. It's now irrelevant. Well, it's irrelevant right now. Szoboszlai does really well in the corner here against Henderson. Great little knockback from Pepe as well. Lovely finish from Guendouzi. The skinhead Guendouzi without the hair. What a finish. And it's 2-1 to the Gunners. Liverpool looking to get straight back into it though. And that's a terrible free kick. And Darun is going to come away with it. We've got men pouring forward. That's a great tackle from Gomez. But Szoboszlai is going to pick it up. Finds the man who scored the second goal, Guendouzi. He's brought down by Keita. The tackles are flying in at the moment, and Liverpool are going to come away with it. Oh, we've taken it off him. Liverpool are having a shocker. Here's Szoboszlai, down towards Darun. He loves a shot from distance. Taylor finds his way to support. Can he get across into the box? He finds Saka, and Guendouzi's there again. That shot is blocked, and it's cleared by Henderson. So almost 70 minutes into this game, we have performed admirably. I am so proud of this team's performance as it stands. We just need to keep a little eye on fitness, but Liverpool do have a highlight with 12 minutes to go. Gomez will take the throw into the box, cleared by Szoboszlai, who's in for a shout for man of the match today. Robertson comes forward. Keita finds Mane, luckily for us, just wide. Right, we're going to try and kill this game now. So we're going to go cautious. We're going to completely lower the passing directness and the tempo. We're going to waste time. I know this is a little bit scummy. It feels scummy. However, we're going to do whatever it takes to get these 3 points. Who have we got on the bench that we can bring on? We've got Pepe, who's having a decent game. We'll leave him on. We'll take off Bukayo Saka. And I think we'll bring on Willian just for a little bit of experience. Guendouzi's looking a bit tired as well, so we'll bring on Thomas Partey. Great performance from Guendouzi today. And let's see if we can settle into these last 5 minutes or so of the game and get ourselves all 3 points in this title race. 3 minutes of stoppage time, and that is going to be it. We take all 3 points at Anfield. What a performance. Szoboszlai was brilliant today. Gabriel's been given the man of the match with a 7.7. But Szoboszlai was behind absolutely everything. We're going to go into the dressing room, outstretched arms. Well done, boys. Absolutely massive win for us. And our patched up team has gone to Anfield and claimed all 3 points. And in terms now of that league table, we have now developed a 4-point gap at the top of the Premier League table from Liverpool. On the same matches as well, we've got a better goal difference. Tottenham and Man City do have a game in hand, so they could reduce that, but we've got Tottenham in our next game. So if we win that at the Emirates, then we're in the clear. We're almost in the clear at the halfway stage. So the issue that we've got now is fitness. Now, that game came on Boxing Day. We're playing just 48 hours later in a massive game against Tottenham Hotspur. So we may have to rotate this side around a little bit for the next one. So an interesting stat for you guys, just going into this home fixture against Tottenham, and this is a really stupid time to bring this up, and it's going to come back to bite me 100%. But since we have been in the Arsenal job, in terms of the Premier League, we haven't lost a single home Premier League game. We win the majority, the odd draw here and there, just 3 draws last season against Southampton, Man City and Wolves. And then if we move that on to this season, we've won all of our Premier League games aside from 1. So I've got high hopes ahead of this game, but I feel like now I've said it and now I've pointed it out, it's gonna come back to bite me, isn't it? 100%. This is the team that we're putting out in there for the North London derby against Tottenham. They're third in the Premier League, just a few points behind us, but this gives us really a chance to stretch that out a little bit. This is what I've put together. Not too many changes from the team that beat Liverpool. Bellerin starts in this side. Taylor keeps his place, so it's going to be Leno, Taylor, Gabriel, Saliba and Bellerin. Tonali is back in the squad after suspension. He will go alongside Guendouzi. Saka on the left. Icone is in on the right for Pepe, who's just not quite fully fit. Szoboszlai plays. Aubameyang plays up front. On the bench, Holding, Partey, Tierney, Willian, Nelson, Pepe and Odsonne Edouard. Let's get into the North London derby at the Emirates. And let's have another 100% episode, shall we, of 2 wins out of 2. Right, here we go then. We're going to have a look at this Tottenham side as well once it pops up. We've already seen the Arsenal team, but this is a massive game for us, one that we really have to win. They've got Sirigu in goal, Felipe at the back, Pizarro, Herrera. They've got 1 or 2 new faces in that squad, and they've dropped down to 4th just on games played at the moment, and they could go up to 42 points, just 2 points behind us if they can get the win at the Emirates. I really wish I'd not pointed out that we'd won almost every home game, that we'd not lost at home in our tenure as manager in the Premier League at the Emirates. It's going to come back to bite me, isn't it? 100%. But it's going to be Spurs, who look as though they've got themselves an early chance. Here's Reguilon, knocks it back to Felipe, one of the new men at Spurs, and he gives the ball away to Saka. We'll take that all day long. Guendouzi, and then Icone, who's in the side today. What a ball that is through to Aubameyang. I think he was offside. It's a Tottenham free kick, but a lovely ball through from Icone. Now, of course, we have got a great record against Spurs as well. I think we beat them home and away last season, and I think we also beat them on our way to the final of the Carabao Cup. So they haven't beaten us as yet. They are going to be wanting to get a little bit of revenge. But here is Saliba. We're trying to build from the back as usual. Guendouzi manages to skip round his man. Little turn of pace from him there. And he gives it to Icone. Can he drive towards that penalty area? Up against Reguilon. He gets into the penalty area. He skips round 2. What a goal! What a goal from Jonathan Icone. His 4th of the season. And he's been an amazing signing for us. He really has. Picking the ball up on the halfway line. Drives into that Tottenham penalty area. Skips past Reguilon. That's one man. Skips around the second man. And he finds that little gap between Aubameyang and Saka into the bottom corner of the net, and we lead after half an hour in the North London derby. So into the second half then, Dele Alli is on the field in place of Ndombele for Spurs. Great little catch by Leno there, but this is almost a highlight from kickoff. I just told the boys at half-time, don't get complacent, there's a lot more to come from them, and I know we've got what it takes. Here is Saka, going to his man Aubameyang, and it's 2-0, 18th goal of the season for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the 32-year-old, still doing it in the Premier League. This is great play once again. Lovely ball over from Icone. Saka finding that through ball. Might have taken a little deflection off Alderweireld, but we've just got this second half now to see this game out. I've got 1 or 2 players looking a little bit aggressive. This is Tonali's first experience of a North London derby as well. Hopefully we don't get any sendings off. So a couple of changes from the boys. We've taken off Guendouzi, brought on Thomas Partey. We've also taken out Taylor and brought on Tierney to hopefully see out this game. We've got one or two players starting to look a little bit tired up top, so we'll make our final change. I'm going to keep Saka on, and I think we'll take Szoboszlai off, and we'll bring on Willian. He can play quite comfortably in that advanced playmaker role, but it's experienced heads that we want for these last few minutes. Just notice that Spurs have gone 3 up top as well. They're really going for it, so we may be able to exploit a little bit of space if we can find any. I'm just going to move back to balanced as Tierney picks this one up, knocks it down the line, and there's acres of space for Saka to go and run into. Can he get a cross in? Yes, he can. Tries to find Icone. Tierney will pick this up, and we go backwards towards Sandro Tonali, who's had a quiet game today. He's had a pretty quiet season, to be honest, but he has been effective. His average rating has been decent, and he can just find those spaces all day long. Here's Hector Bellerin. Gets into the penalty area. Is he going to get brought down by Dyer? Great ball in. Willian. Shot gets blocked. Cleared only as far as Tonali again, but we've got just 2 minutes to see this out. There's going to be 4 minutes of added time as well. And Bellerin will find Icone. A third goal finishes the game. Shot gets blocked. Cleared downfield up towards Dele Alli. And of the 4 minutes of stoppage time, that is going to be it. And it's another win at the Emirates for Arsenal. Our unbeaten Premier League run at the Emirates starts. It continues. So we're on. I don't know how many games we're into it now, but that is an amazing win. And this has been a great episode in terms of results. Outstretched arms. Well done, lads. Amazing win for us. And the good news for us is that we maintain that 4-point gap at the top of the Premier League. We've now increased the gap to Tottenham to 8 points. So as it stands, halfway into the season, it's looking like us and Liverpool who are really going to be fighting it out. We're, of course, 8 points ahead of City, 8 points ahead of Tottenham, even further away from Chelsea. Remember the board this season, they just want us to qualify for the Europa League again. So reach the first knockout round in the Champions League, which we've done. They want us to qualify for the Europa League. So things are going absolutely swimmingly well for us at the moment. I'm so pleased with how these boys have performed. And in the last 4 games that we've played, obviously against Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool and Tottenham, we've come out with 10 points out of 12. There's only the Chelsea game that's a little bit of a blot on the copybook. But that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. We will come back we've got the January transfer window. Let me know in the comments if you think we need to do any business in this side. I'm thinking maybe left back or right back, if anywhere, is where we may need a bit more backup. But I think definitely in the next episode, we're going to come back for the first knockout round of the Champions League, the away game against Atletico Madrid. And whether we do Man United or Chelsea, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one we're going to do. Let me know in the comments which one you would like to see. But guys, that will end today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.